Alright, welcome to the second part of our early civilizations, and we're going to get to the last four features that make up a civilization. The first thing is job specialization. As societies became complex, there became a need for different types of jobs. Not everyone was going to be farming, and so because of that we see labor increase and spread out into different areas in terms of jobs. Some of the examples that we would include are going to be scribes, stone cutters, teachers, architects, artisans, and craftsmen. Alright, then we also have social classes as one of our features. And when we think about social classes, we're going to see that job specialization, religious leaders, and the creation of governments lend themselves to social classes emerging. And in your notes, I want you to identify what you know about social classes, including examples of what that looked like. Next, we have complex religion. Important to the idea of social classes is the creation of religion. The temple would serve as a symbol for cities, and typically we would see these temples in the center of these early civilizations in those cities. We see that early societies were both polytheistic and then later monotheistic. Polytheistic meaning that they believed in more than one God, and monotheistic, the belief in one God. Ceremonies and rituals were often done to appease the gods, and we see that flood and droughts typically signified the displeasure of the gods, and it also had an impact on whether or not these early civilizations, in terms of their leaders, would stay in place. Finally, we have art and architecture. These help to express the beliefs and values that civilizations had. Different styles emerged over time and were often copied. As we see later in history, art and architecture is going to be symbolic of the greatness of both early civilizations as well as later civilizations and societies. Finally, I want to give you some questions to consider. What geographic issues influenced settlement, trading networks, and the sustainability of various ancient societies? Second, be prepared to analyze the governments of ancient civilizations. How did they develop? What was their structure and function? And that's the end of the second part of our series on early civilizations.